Hey, what's up guys, WhirlXbow back here, and today we're going to be playing a very interesting deck I found. We're going to be playing a Questline Warlock deck that plays the new Legendary. I saw this deck, and to me this deck looked hilarious, and the idea of trying to mill my opponent out with this is really hilarious to me, and I really want to go around and find out with it. So with that being said, how about we keep the first game and let's see how this goes, because honestly, I saw this card spoiled a while back, and I was kind of sad it was not a neutral card, because I would have loved to play this in Paladin with like Holy Wrath. But yeah, how about we queue up the first game and let's see how it goes, right guys? Yeah, I'll see you guys all in the first one. All right. Okay, this is a really good draw here. I'm gonna mull. There's like zero removal of this deck. The only thing that's a little bit worrisome is like the fact that there is so little removal. I'll actually keep this whole hand. This whole hand's not the worst. Not the best either, but not the worst. Well. I guess we've already drawn it. If he dirty rats us on 3 or on 2, and we play this Crystallizer next turn, or whatever else we draw. Oh no, we're just gonna die on curve, I think. Sadly. Crystals. Forgot this is so much damage you have to take, man. It's insane how much damage you have to take for this quest nowadays. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to win this game. I was really hoping to hit slower decks, because like slower decks, there's like a fairly good chance you can actually win the game. Drawing both of these is like really bad, if I'm being honest. We're like not even close to getting there. It's like we need to have 10 or fewer cards for like everything in our hand to be playable. Well, that no longer dies to the Soul Rend in my hand. Okay. Well, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Technically a lot. I'm dead. I mean, yeah. Nothing I can do against that. That start was actually insane. I should have probably mulled us, but that draw was insane. Oh well. Let's skip the next one. Hopefully I go better. Alright. Druid is another matchup I have a feeling is going to be super rough. This match is going to be super rough just because, like, the aggro of Druid is just so hard to deal with that I don't know if I realistically can. I'm trying my best, just don't know if I could realistically can. So I take so much damage. This is the reason why Questline Warlock is not great at the moment. It's a really fun deck, but it's not playable because you take so much damage from the decks that are currently meta. Because all these new flip cards have one to each point, basically, in my opinion, that are like over. If this was down to 3 attack instead of 4, this deck's power level would drop so much. Like that one small change. Right? So, yeah, it's just like, It's so insane that on turn 2 he deals me 4 damage and draws me 2 and draws 2 cards. He dealt me 4 damage for nothing, basically, and gained 2 armor and completed part 1 of his quest. Like, that's so good. I don't necessarily think this card should be nerfed. I think this one needs to be raised. In my opinion, yeah, there's no beating this. Turn 3, he's completed the second part of quest. He's completed the next part next turn, my guess. He's playing Guff the turn after to copied Guff. And I can't draw the entirety of my deck yet. See, that's the problem with them printing all these super cool cards. Right? Like, this card is such a cool, unique designed card, right? And yet the card is unplayable. Need one first, but I have another creature email in hand. But yeah, right, they print this card that's super, super cool, unique design. I just realized I have 2 different deck trackers open. Yeah, I'm gonna close this one. That does not close it, apparently. I just noticed that, exit. There you go. I think I'm gonna go back to using this one for standard, use the other one for wild. I think that's fine. He legitimately did complete the second part of quest this turn. There's nothing I could have done about it. Hit the claw and then kill me, and then I can move on to hopefully hitting a slower control of your deck. So that's the weird thing, right? Typically decks like this, control would be really, really good against. You just really kind of need to, like, interrupt one thing. But, like, they have so many just 0-cost, super high-statted creatures that there's nothing there's nothing in control that can do anything about against it. Oh. Guessing I hope he just doesn't have shit, but even then. I haven't just drawn nearly enough cards to actually, like, feel like I'm doing anything. It's so obnoxious. The only way this deck can actually win is if you hit the control deck. I don't think I got lower than this last game. Yep. Nothing I can do. Man, that's what this whole meta feels like. I think this is the single worst meta Wild has had ever. Trying to think back to any worse meta. The aggro decks are just so good now. It's actually insane how good these aggro decks are. Like, not only does Quest Druid gain armor while being an aggro deck, but it also just, like, kills you. Again, 2 mana, gain 7 armor, deal 4 damage is broken, but anyways, let's queue up the next one. I would love to get 1 win, but I don't know how possible that is. Anyways, so with that being said, let's queue up the next game. Alright. Depending what type of mage this is, we have a chance. It's very, very much dependent on what type of mage, because in the long run, we beat typically combo decks. I really did not want to have to hit Secret Mage whatsoever, but alas, here we are. I just wanted to hit some amount of slower decks. Like, I've hit a lot of slower decks over the last couple days, which is why I was hoping that, you know, maybe I can hit slower decks and then manage to pull ahead. I sadly don't think that this is that type of game. Like, yes, my hand is full of removal, but I don't think it's quite gonna have to deal with those things, because it's really weird, actually, how Warlock's removal went from being the best removal in the game. Like, Warlock 100% for the longest time just had the single best removal in the game. It's not even really close. To having some of the worst removal in the game. For the exact same reason that it was the best removal in the game. I know what I just said makes basically no sense. You guys are probably wondering what I meant by what I just said, but what I meant was, look at all the removal Warlock has. Deals 3, deals 2 damage. Or deals 5 damage. Most of the threats that you're currently playing against, in my opinion, in the game, like most of the threats I find myself playing against, are 4 health, 5 health, more than that in health. Would take 5 for his counter. Right, so you're taking so much damage playing, like you're not dealing enough damage anymore to kill your threats, right? Chatty Bartender is a 4/4 that the deck plays on turn 4. Crystal Runner is a 5/5 that they play on 3. The other guys are 5/5 they play on 3. Against Druid, it's 4/6s, right? That guy, the Conjurer. There's no answer for this, right? Like, I just need to sit here and just get whacked in the face for my entire health bar. Really sucks, but hey. Really? I drew 2 dead cards this game, to be fair. Not much I could hope to do. Just so you hope, if that's second counter spell, I'm gonna be actually angry. Go first now. Fuck it. He really hit it. He really fucking hit it. There was like 7 fucking secrets in your deck and you hit the one of. Also, again, he's the aggro deck and he's almost drawn more cards than I have. Kind of insane.
Excuse me, you are on
Yep. Yeah, all these aggro decks, weirdly enough, cheat mana way too effectively. Both of these cards should be raised in mana, I think. This one probably up to 8. This one up to 8 as well. The Druid ones need to be raised to like 12 plus, but hey. I'm just a control player that likes to play slower decks that kind of wishes that any form of a slower deck was actually playable. And in the current meta, none of them are. It's very saddening. Very saddening. Anyways, I guess let's just queue up the next one and hopefully have it go better. I really don't want to play this matchup. And okay. I don't know how I win here, ever. Man, I was just looking at what Tempo Storm says the meta is, or like the best decks in the meta. Their list is so fucking wrong. It's actually insane. I've never looked at a list that looks so awful in my life. Questline Druid number 1, I agree with that. Even Shaman number 2 as your only 2 tier 1 decks. Really hit a Crystallizer? Are you serious? I think Crystallizer is like the single worst hit in my deck. But yeah, even Shaman is not second best deck in the format. That is either Mech Paladin or like Secret Mage or Rogue of some variety. I mean, that says Shudderwalk is like top of tier 2, which is just wrong. That deck is awful right now. I normally like Tempo Storm. I feel like for the most part they are fairly decent with decks and whatnot. This list is just very, very poorly constructed in my opinion. 1, 2, 3. So much of my deck left to get through. It's kind of insane. What is this hand, man? I have to eat it just to gain some amount of health, and I don't really want the Groovy Cat to die. Basically, I think I need to play the game, so hopefully I draw my entire deck before a variety of things. See, Spread the Word is another card I think that should be more expensive. Because it's just so easy to get 4 attack. It's not like the Warrior one where, right, the Warrior one you have to put in so much effort. You need 3 damage minions plus your hero be damaged, right? That is, I'll be honest, not that realistic. See what I draw off this. I'm out of touches, which kind of sucks. I'm going for a really greedy play here, I feel. This costs 1 next turn. This costs 1 and these are active. I think it's the only way I win is through cheating with taunts, basically. Right now I take 3 plus 6. I take 9 here. Why are these two a minion, man? These should 1000% be able to... Oh, thank God he burnt Rake. So now he's out of Rakes, which is really, really good for me, which means whatever taunts I play should stick. Hopefully I hit the second Baron. That'd be pretty nice. Second Baron, probably the best draw in my deck. Off that, some big taunt. This is so good, but I can't play it. I just have to waste life here. It really, really sucks. It sucks because this was a perfect break point. So between Baron number 2, this, hopefully I'm fine. That's 7 mana next turn. I can use it to flush out my curbs. No matter what I'm playing, it's cost me life and mana. Or draw me equal amount of cards as it costs me in health / mana. But hopefully it doesn't hit double Umbral Owl. It's like the worst case scenario for me. Because Arceus doesn't use 8 damage on killing my guy. So no, hopefully no second Umbral. Oh. Unfortunate. At least it's not 2 of them off what's its face. Use a trade. Fine. These should also have lifesteal. Unpopular opinion. Now, honestly, in my opinion, they should 1000% get lifesteal. I actually can't play this turn. I'm gonna play this here though. 5. don't have a breakpoint that can actually activate this turn, right? Yeah. I can't play Quest Forward this turn. I'm trying to force him to spend an absurd amount of damage killing my guy. Because he probably can't kill the 2/3/3s now. It's really good. He's able to play an 8/8 here, which I have answers to. Fine. Most effective way to deal myself 8 damage. That goes there. Or 5 damage. 5 damage. Can't play Quest Word if I play this though. Fuck it. Alright. To be fair, him punching this does nothing. The only advantage I have is next time I play Quest Word and I tap and I Hellfire. That's the only saving grace I had there. Alright, so I just need the only way to win is drawing double Altar Fire on the top like 4 cards of your deck, turns out. No, my draw that game. Actually, my draw that game was not that great, but his draw was just so bad. I feel like he was doing something wrong. Anyways, with that being said, let's queue up the next one. Alright. Probably even lock. I don't know if even lock is beatable. This is another deck that goes insanely good into the late game. This hand also has no creatures to activate these plagues. But I wanted to keep plague in case it was even. Not even. I have never seen anybody else playing this deck since it was meta. I don't think I've seen a single person playing this deck. No, I saw like 2 people playing it earlier on. Fucking Christ, man. My draw though is really, really bad. I will not lie. Really, really bad draw. Why is this +1/+1? That's twice. Oh, he's ahead. He is so ahead with that. Get. Fucking course. How could I get so unlucky? Burned the single 2 best creatures in my deck. Yeah, that's so saddening. The worst part is too, if he plays another, like, bigger creature, I'm probably just fucked. I think I'm fucked here either way. His start was so much better than mine. I'm all expecting even, and then turns out I'm playing the mirror match. Like, what the fuck? And he's on a way more aggressive version of the pile. Okay, well, let's see what this. The problem is, like, right, he's gonna finish his quest so much earlier than me, and he just needs to tap and I'll die. Like, there's nothing I can do at this point. Especially if it's double these. That is so much worse for me. Perfect breakpoint there. Are you serious? This other one takes 3 fatigue. Compare that draw to what I have, I mean. Yeah, his version's much better. Again, did not expect to hit the mirror match, but here we are. This is a very interesting card in the deck. I'm gonna go burn all the rest of my creatures. I've actually just burnt, like, back to back the best cards in my deck. So infuriating. Legit. I've yet to draw a single playable minion. Oh my god. Us no playable cards. He drew. I burnt nothing from him, and I burned everything from me. The second fucking. I burnt my second Hellfire, so I mean, fuck me there. Finally, first creature. Well, that was a turn. That was probably the single best turn I've played of this deck in my entire life, I feel. But he has 2/2, 3. Needs to tap first. Taps, I take 3. I play mine. I deal 5. I'm gonna 6/6. The bridge. If I had defile. Oh, he's defiling me. That's why. I think I have to eat that. If I die here, I die here. Played it to best I could. I'm out of card draw. I have to draw the Backfire my turn. Even then, Backfire's not good enough. Just 4. Tour guide, draw another one. I'm pretty sure I've lost. I'm slightly far behind, and that's why. Yeah, that one doesn't work the way you want it to work, G. Because this one doesn't deal damage to you. That's the whole thing, right? This says deal 3 damage to your hero. This says cost health instead of mana. Very different effect. Was it 2/2? That's actually a 6/6 here. Well, that was the single best draw in my deck. You can gain a whole bunch of health here. Did it gain a whole bunch of health, or... I was really hoping to hit the tour guide. If I hit tour guide, my play is so much easier. Go just tour guide back, Dark Pact it, gain 8 more health. It seemed like he had a hard time trying to kill me here. Like last turn, he's played like all of his draw. There's like 1 tour guide left, which is not enough to kill me through that. I can go this plague. That is 1 play. I think the angle is just to play safe, honestly, here. Because the thing is, as long as I draw even if I draw Tour Guide, it doesn't actually matter. Trying to figure out how. It's like the rest of my deck doesn't deal damage to him is the problem. Only have taps, and that's it. Kind of a big problem.
I'm almost out of cards.
I can wipe the board. Okay. There's a way to kill me. He has a way to kill me, right? I just have to look at it that way. Just 1 mana. Here's the way to wipe this. Here's the way to wipe this. If I get to do one attack with the 15/15, I win, right? He has no card draw. My guess is Defile, Hellfire, Tour Guide. Well, if he has any way to draw, take out one. Oh my god. 15/15s for the win. Yeah, I had to kill him this turn, which I was able to, right? That's 21, 22. Draw my card. 23, 24, 25. Was he at 25? I don't know how much health he was at. But I did not expect to win that one. That game was way too close for comfort. Oh, sick, we completed it. I didn't think I was going to complete it. I thought I was going to get pretty close to the end. I was going to have to no-life it. I'm glad I got a chance to beat it. That's pretty dope. I've actually started working on a new longer term project video, and honestly, kind of like how things are coming along so far, so look forward to that. I'm hoping to get it out in like 2 weeks. Don't know if I'm going to be able to, because again, really busy till next week, and I want to get it out by the end of next week. But we'll see. If I'm able to, that's great. If not, it's going to probably be the week after, sadly, so. Just so you guys know what to look forward to on the channel, that's going to be what's coming out. Yeah. Anyways, Mill, Questline, Hunter, or Demon, Warlock. Very interesting pile of cards. What did it go 50/50 or 40% win rate? I forget. 40% win rate. The 3 first games were kind of rough. Very, very fast games. Nothing you could realistically do. That Druid game, I don't think any deck beat with that curve of complete quest on 4, right? It's silly, but it's an actual thing that happened. The Mech Pally as well. I mean, was that a 6/10 Wind Fury minion on turn like 4? Turn 3? No one beats that. The mage was mage. Multiple times if my spells didn't get countered, I won. Yeah, but hey, did not go the way I wanted to go. Paid the price, whatever. The last 2 games, I'm very impressed we won. The Druid game that we played. The Warlock game was a 50/50, right? We're both on mirror match. He was a very aggressive version of the deck. Mine was a little bit more control-y. I'm just lucky that control managed to survive at 1 HP, right? So, yeah. Anyways, with all that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. As always, follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all in the next one, where hopefully we'll get more dubs and we won't go negative like we did today. Alright guys, yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace!